Okay, I'm traveling today to the Blythe geoglyphs, or the referred to intaglios, giant figures that have been carved out into the desert. About 45-minute drive from Park, Arizona, and maybe about 25 miles from Blythe, California. On a plateau between the Colorado River and the Big Maria Mountains sits this huge, massive acreage of geoglyphs. There are hundreds of smaller glyphs, but the human-sized figures are huge, over 100 feet, and there's many spiral shapes. When you're in the area, you really see how barren it is. And given its remoteness over 100 years ago, it was only until 1932 that they were actually discovered by an airplane flying overhead and found it. Amazing. The archaeologists figure it has to do with the creator gods of the native tribes of the time. The more modern tribes in the area, the Colorado Indians, they don't claim, any ancestry to this, so it's still a mystery. We're still talking about a site that's been anywhere from 450 to 2,000 years old. They just don't know. One of the figures could represent a horse, but of course horses weren't into the 1600s, so again, it causes a lot of confusion. I've walked part of the site, saw the size of these figures that they have sketched out of the desert, and I'm thinking about this is spread over miles, and I'm thinking of the amount of labor that had gone into this and dedication. And yet the very creators would not be able to see the full effect because, of course, they're seen from above. The only place that we know of in the continental North America that these exist. First thing, it's obvious to you that the creators of these geoglyphs wanted it to be seen from the sky. They're creators. But again, the mysteries remain. What ancient natives created this? The amount of labor that went into it, organize it in this desolate area between the mountains and the Colorado River. Very little rain, even within the winter time of the year, and extremely hot when you come into summertime, at well over 90 to 110 Fahrenheit. No agriculture nearby. It would have been very harsh living conditions. For 25 miles of road to get to this location, there's so many notices of flash floods. So this area has been inundated and the landscape has changed over the last 2,000 years. But the creators are smart enough to make sure it was built higher in the mesa, but it still can cause problems with erosion. So we still have some mysteries. I have a lot to think about on the way back, thinking about the harsh conditions, anywhere from 1,000, 2,000 years ago, the change in the climate. But I'm glad there's still mysteries that we can look at. This is great. So thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe.